Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about multiplying integers. Okay, so there's going to be some super easy stuff in this video, plus there's going to be some stuff that's a little more complicated that you need to get, so pay close attention, okay? So the product means multiply. Product of two integers with the same sign is always positive. So positive 2 times positive 3 is positive 6. Negative 2 times negative 3 is positive 6. The product of two integers with different signs is always negative. So 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, and negative 2 times positive 3 is negative 6. So find negative 5 times negative 6. Well, pretty simple. A negative times a negative is a positive, and 5 times 6 is 30. Boom, done. Not much you can really do with that one. Okay, a couple more examples here. So, whoops. 3 times negative 4. The answer is going to be negative because it's a positive times a negative, and 3 times 4 is 12. Okay, and negative 7 times 4 is negative because it's a negative times a positive, and 7 times 4 is 28. So very simple. Okay, so now you're going to get to try these three problems right here. Okay, negative 1 times negative 9, 12 times negative 2, and negative 7 times negative 5 times negative 4. Okay, so pause the video, knock those out real quick, and then jump back on here and make sure you got them right. Okay, so negative 1 times negative 9. A negative times a negative is a positive. 1 times 9 is 9. Very simple problem. Okay. All right, 12 times negative 2. Obviously, a positive times a negative is a negative, and 12 times 2 is 24. There's not even any work to show on these. Now this one has a little bit of work. So negative 7 times negative 5 is going to be positive 35 times negative 4. Okay, so now you've got a positive times a negative. The answer is going to be negative. And 4 times 35, that's going to be 140. Okay, now, just to refresh here real quick, in case you can't do that in your head. Now, basically what I did is I know that 35 times 2 is 70, and then I just did that twice, so 70 and 70 is 140. But remember, 4 times 5 is 20. Carry my 2. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. And of course it's negative because I have an odd number of negative signs. Okay, here's something to learn right now. Important fact. Negative x squared in parentheses is not the same thing as negative x squared. Okay, those are two entirely different things. So this one here, negative x in parentheses squared, means negative x times negative x, which the negatives cancel out, and it's positive. Okay, so that's positive x squared. Now, negative x squared means negative x times x. You're just squaring the x. See, when you square, you only square what's immediately in front of the square sign. So I'm not squaring the negative here, I'm squaring just the x. So x times x is x squared, and then I put the negative on the front. So this is negative x squared, this is positive x squared. So evaluate negative 2 squared. Well, it should be pretty simple. That's negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4. Evaluate negative 5 squared. Okay, so negative 5 squared, This is negative 5 times 5, which is negative 25. Okay, here's one more. Evaluate negative 4 to the third power. Now, this negative 4 is in parentheses, so this means negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. So, these two negatives will cancel each other out, but that one's still there, so this answer is going to be negative. 4 times 4 is 16, times 4 is 64. That's going to be negative 64. Pretty easy, you know, except that it can get complicated pretty quickly. Okay, the bar graph shows the number of taxis a company has in service. The number of taxis decreases by the same amount each year for 4 years. Find the total change in the number of taxis. So if you look here, the difference between each bar, it says, is 50 taxis, 50 fewer. So this had 1, 2, 3, 4 changes of 50 taxis. So this is going to be 50 times 4. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 5 is 20. So there's going to be 200 less taxis. So find the total change. That would be negative 200 taxis. We always put the units on there. You could say 200 fewer taxis if you prefer. Okay, try this one on your own. A manatee population decreases by 15 manatees each year for 3 years. Find the total change in the manatee population. So pause the video, do this problem, and then jump back on and compare your answer. Okay, so we got 15 times 3, because it goes down by, it's actually negative 15 times 3. Okay, so this comes out to be 3 times 5 is 15, carry my 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. It's negative. There's negative 45 manatees. Or you can say 45 fewer manatees, whichever one you prefer. Okay, very quick video right there. You're going to do 1 through 47 odd. Be very, very careful with your negatives. I'll see you in class.